Hi, everybody. This weekly video, we are talking about 5 essential practices to make habits. The one thing that I needed for my healing and my recovery that I didn't have is to break everything down, to make it easier, to give people little bit of nuggets to work on, so that way when they get to the actual work of self-healing, they've kind of already have some practices in place. So I've come up with my 5 essential practices to make habits in your life before starting your self-healing work. And the one that comes to mind, number 1 on my list, that really helped me transform from a full-blown psychosis to making this video for you today. And that was gratitude. Gratitude is not just positive thinking, because positive thinking is a thought. Gratitude is the thought and the feeling that it comes with. When you have more things connected to a thought, it can transform your life. There is 3 types of gratitude, because sometimes in our life that we can't feel like we can't find gratitude. The life that we have that's going on right now, it just seems like the darkest moment. And so we have to start with gratitude, the first type, and that's simple. And what I mean by that is that when we have gratitude that we can see, that we can hear, that we can taste food, that we can give someone a hug, that we can walk, these are all things that some people don't have, but we have, and we need to appreciate them and have gratitude. The one thing that I would do with a simple gratitude is not just say, I'm grateful that I can hear. What I would say is, I'm grateful that I can hear the noises that my grandson makes when I'm holding him. Now I've put that thought of gratitude with the feeling that it gave me. And that is how simple gratitude works. The second type of gratitude is observational. Observational is now you have awareness of what to be grateful in your life. So all the things that happen in your life, a kindness that a stranger gave you, a family member made dinner for you. Instead of these being on automatic pilot and you just have these things and they're just in your life, but you're not paying attention to them. Now with observational, you're paying attention to the people, the situations, the experiences in your life that you observe that say, wow, I have so much gratitude towards that. That's slowly your world starts to open up a little bit each more. And the third type of gratitude that we get to, that we want to achieve, is transformational gratitude. And that is when you are having your worst day ever. Maybe it's a conversation, maybe it's an experience, whatever it is. But in that moment, you find gratitude. You find gratitude of the outcome. You find gratitude that you're able to deal this without being triggered. That is when you're starting to transform simple gratitude into gratitude every day. Every thought is there's a moment in here to be grateful for. So you have the first type, simple. So when it is the darkest days, and I can give you one of my examples. I was at the mental hospital and I was like just overwhelmed and so much going on. And there was this homeless guy And he would be sitting in front of the TV, and I'm like, God, like he's just seems isolated. And I sat down and I talked to him, and he said, when I leave this place, where I stay is probably no bigger than a 10 by 10 room that I share with 15 other people. I have to come to the mental hospital to find space to maybe watch a TV show that I want. In that moment, I found simple gratitude. Many of us are in so much better shape than other people, even in our darkest days, that we can find simple gratitude. Observational gratitude, I would say that I paid more attention to my husband, like he would make me dinner instead of just being like, yeah, I'm just eating it. I'm like, thank you for this wonderful meal that you made for me. And saying it to his face, that I'm observing him, and it really made a difference. Now, the transformational one that I can give you an example of just recently happened to me. My son was at a football game, and if anybody's had kids playing sports, when one of the kids gets hit, you're just like, oh, please don't be my kid. Well, it was my kid, and he wasn't moving, and you have your heart just drops, and then you see him move, and you're so gratitude in that moment that he got up. But I ended up taking him to the ER. He was having a severe panic attack. I had gratitude for every single thing that I went through in that. My yoga training, my meditation training, my Reiki training, my trauma that I went through. I knew what he needed in that moment because I knew what I needed in that moment. I was so grateful for my son for trusting me and listening to me, because he went from that full-blown panic attack to normal breaths. We walked out of there laughing. We ended up at Culver's, and they messed up our order. We were there for 25 minutes. Again, I found gratitude. I said, well, I'm not supposed to be on the road. I had my husband's truck, which is huge. So it feels like I'm driving a semi. My phone is at 6%. I'm in the middle of nowhere. In that moment, I'm relaxed. I'm in the situation, and I'm filled with transformational gratitude. So we got home safe, went to bed. He's doing fine. He's recovering from a slight concussion, but he's okay. And because Culver's messed up our order, they gave us 2 free meals. So we ended up going to lunch today. Again, gratitude. So in the darkest day, throughout that experience, I was using this essential practice that I made a habit. And it turned an experience that could have been so much more stressful for me, for my son. It wasn't. Because I had my head on straight, and then he could too. So the homework that I would like you to do this week is find 3 things that you're grateful for. Either in the morning you can do it, or at night. But each night or morning, say out loud with as much detail as possible 3 things that you're grateful for. And just start that practice. And if you can, practice it every day, and it's okay. I started with simple. That's the place that I was at, is just simple. It takes a lot to get to transformational gratitude, but you can. So I want to give you another exercise to do. When you are going to bed tonight and you walk into the room, I want you to flip the light switch. When the whole room lights up, like this room that you see behind me, I want you to look and see how much dark you see. Just look around, see what shadows you see. Then I want you to go turn on your night lamp And I want you to turn off the light switch. Then I want you to see how much darkness you see. And then I want you to turn off your night lamp and just use your phone for the light coming off of it. And how much dark do you see? So when you just have that light from your phone on, that is simple gratitude. You are in a room, that is your world, and simple gratitude, you always see the light. That night lamp, all of a sudden you got more light in your life. That observational gratitude. And now when you have that light switch on, doesn't mean all the shadows are gone. Doesn't mean the darkness is gone. It's still in there. But now when that dark comes out, when those triggers, whatever they are, comes out, you have so much more light to deal with them. So I give you my gratitude for everyone out there that's watching this video. And I hope you got some takeaways. Whatever you keep. Whatever you have to leave behind, leave it behind. My heart is with you. Goodbye, my beautiful souls.